Hello all, good evening. This is Himanshu. So today we are going to discuss about the GATE exam preparation for all the branches of engineering. We will discuss about how you should be preparing for GATE exam and how this GATE exam it's not about the preparation of a GATE exam. It was knowing more about your engineering syllabus. It will be helpful for your placements as well as the consequence of preparing for this kind of exam for writing PhD exams which are not taking based on the GATE. Okay, so first of all, we will take what is GATE exam. Okay, so what is GATE exam is it is a graduate aptitude test in engineering. It is a national level exam. It will be conducted by any of the IITs. Okay, every year different IIT will be conducting this exam. Okay, and depending upon what to say it depends upon the IIT and all. It will be the level of paper for different stream. Like for electronics engineering, some IIT will set different paper, or different paper in a sense different level of paper. For other IITs it will have a different level of different level of questions they will ask. Okay, so basically for this exam you need to basically they will be testing about your basic knowledge, right? So before going into the advanced level of question, you should know about the basics of subjects whatever you will be studying in your BTech second year and third year. Mainly for this GATE exam, you will be having second year and third year core subjects. Okay, and you will have mathematics part, and you will have a reasoning and aptitude part. Okay, so that's what. First of all, you need to know what is the syllabus of your GATE exam. So generally, it will be like some marks will be like overall 15 marks will be coming for reasoning and aptitude, whereas for rest 85 marks will consist of your core engineering and your math syllabus. Okay, so it will be most of the time it will be 85 to 15 percentage. Okay, so for the time being, most of the question, if you see out of 85 marks, there are almost 40 to 50 marks question will be coming from your basics, whatever basic you learn during your engineering time. Okay, so it's very important to know about the basic of the subjects, right? So this is what the mark distribution and the weightage. And the type of a question asked is, for example, if you are an electrical engineer, so for your electrical engineering, if you want to score good marks, for you the electric machine part, power system part, power electronics part, and network, these are your core subject where you will get each marks, like on an average at least 8 to 9 marks question will be asked from these subjects. So this is what is called as a distribution and a weightage, that you should know which subject is carrying which weightage. Accordingly you need to give the time. Okay, like for example, if you are from electronics branch, for electronics branch they will ask more question on analog electronics or control system and all, or digital electronics. So accordingly you should be preparing. So type of a questions, if you see, we will have MCQ, multiple. Nowadays they have also introduced the multiple select options, that is for particular one question you can have different answers. And the NAT means numerical type, that is the question will be given, you need to write the numerical value of those questions. Okay, so why gate is important? If you see here, whenever you are sitting for any placements and all, right, there also whatever technical part they are going to discuss. So basically what I mean to say, gate is not only important for your technical activity. Okay, it is also important for your placements. It is also important for your placements. It is also important for your non-gate exam. Non-gate means there are some PSUs who are conducting their exam who will recruit based on their exam rather than relying on the gate result. Okay, so for example, this year I think Steel Authority of India is conducting their own exam. BDL is conducting their own exam. So for this also, suppose for this also, it is very important that you should be knowing the gate concepts, gate subjects. That is what it is going to us. So preparing for gate exam, it's not only for gate exam, but also you should be having a better understanding of your engineering subjects. You can easily able to crack the placement question paper whatever you are having, because the placement question paper will also consist of your subjects, like engineering subjects. But whatever branch you belong, they will ask question based on that. This is one advantage. The second one advantage is you can also appear for about SSC JE, RRB JE kind of exam will be there, right? RRB JE, or you can also appear for what to say, state engineering services will be there, right? State level exam like AE JE exam will be there, right? AE exam, assistant engineer exam, JE, right? So these kind of vacancies all will also come across the states. So whenever you are preparing for GATE exam, all this part, placement, PSC's exam, SSC JEE, RRB JEE, any other state level exam will easily, it will become very easy for you to clear these exams if you are having a good understanding of your gate syllabus. Okay, so I think you should be preparing for these kind of exams, not just for gate, but to clear other things also, because after BTech it for is maybe for some of the people the placement will be more focused, even though you are focused for placement. So but still you should be having a good knowledge of your subjects, whatever engineering subjects you're having. Okay, so this is very very important point for you to prepare for these kind of exam. Okay, so now the third point, like you should be clear the goal, that is what to say, gate exam is important for many things. For example, I think if somebody want to do, if somebody want to do MTech, then also gate is important. Okay, if somebody want to do PSU's job, then also gate is important. Also if you want to do MS from some IIT and all, then also gate is important. That is for higher studies. If you want to get higher studies like MTech, MS and all you wanted to do, you need to give the gate exam. Okay, so only with the gate score these people will be taking you admission for this. You will have different type of counseling like CCMT counseling, COPE counseling for IITs and NITs. So all these things, if you want to pursue for a higher degree, you need to give the gate exam. So this is what the importance of gate exam after BTech. Okay, so this is what it is been written here. You need to know what exactly you're going to, what exactly your plan is, your, what I mean to say, what is your plan to appear for the gate, like what you want, whether you wanted to do MTech, you wanted to do MS, or you wanted to do for the PSUs. Okay, and in some time I will tell you, I have saw this that in the whenever you wanted to do PhD also, right, still they will ask you some gate score and all. Okay, so if you're having a good gate score, you can get some advantage for PhD also during the interview time. Whenever that particular professor or faculty is going to take interview, it will be very very good for you. Okay, so this is your growth. Choose your attempt or year wise. You need to plan. Basically, this GATE exam, the question level will be quite good. Only for some part, that is 30% question or 20% question will be tough, but 70% question will be up to average level. Okay, so even though you are practicing it daily, some basic questions or from basic you are going to medium to advanced, that will be also very very good for you, right? So for that only I will be having some discussion for this. I will be taking some gate classes to explain about the subjects. Okay, so that which subject how much time you should give, and I will taking classes for this in which I will be covering all kind of questions whatever has been asked from the previous year. Okay, so this is what it is planned, and it is more about concepts. They will not focus on the formula, much formula and all. If you know the concept, even you are studying it today, you will easily able to solve the question even after 5 to 10 years. So that is what the more is all about. Memory, it's not about memory, it's all about the concept. If your concept is very very good, you can easily able to crack it, crack that. Okay, so now this is what the practice is very very important. So you need to solve the previous year gate questions. Okay, and you will definitely have in the gate exam, you will be doing some silly mistakes. To avoid the silly mistakes, you need to have the practical numerical analysis. That is, whatever numericals you are going to resolve, you need to have a proper solution for this. You need to sit and solve. You need to give a lot of test series, because test series is very very important, because there only you will come to know how what kind of a silly mistakes and all you will be making. Every time you will be making the different silly mistakes. Okay, so that's why previous year gate question is important, just to know the pattern, that what type of pattern has been there in the exam. And practicing is very important to avoid the silly mistake into the exam because of exam pressure. Okay, so this is what has been done. Like you should be having a mock test, you should be knowing about the speed, because the gate exam will be of 3 hours and you need to do the 65 questions. Okay, so you should have a good accuracy also to get good marks into the gate. Okay, so that's why accuracy speed is very very important. And when you start you will start giving the mock test, you will come to know what is your weak areas and all. Okay, and yeah, revision is very very important for you, because if you're not going to revise, you are definitely going to forget whatever you have studied last month or last week. Okay, revise is very very important. And also whatever silly mistake you are doing during your numerical analysis and all, that also you should be knowing. This is also very very important. Okay, so and the time management is also important. You should have a proper what to say, once suppose January came, right, you should start writing your mock test and all. Okay, that is also very very part of a what to say planning and all, that up to December you will be having what to say all the subjects reading and all. Once January came, or even from the 15th December, you should start writing the mock test for the gate exam. So this is how the time management you should have. So and in the gate exam, if you talk about from the gate exam perspective, there what exactly you need to do is you avoid spending too much time on a particular question, because some questions will be framed in that way that you will have a difficulty, or it will take more time for you to solve those. Okay, so that is also important here. Okay, and mental health is very important, because I have seen many people that they started giving some test series and all, they are getting low marks, and with this they will went into out of preparation mode, right? So these things are very very important. One thing which is very important is the consistency, right? You need to keep giving the test series, you need to keep revising your notes whatever you are studying. Even though you are going to a medium, you are not going to that much advanced level in the solving questions and all, even though you are going for medium level and all, still you will easily able to score 50 to 60 marks into the gate exam, even though you are practicing a medium level question, right? Not very advanced question, because out of 65 question, definitely 30 to 40 question will be average basis only, average or easy. Okay, so that's what is even though you are if you are able to practice those and all, you can easily able to get at least 2000 rank, or what was a 1000 rank within a gate exam, just by revising the basic questions and medium level questions. Okay, so the final tip for me is you should start preparing for gate exam, not only for gate exam but also for placements. It will help you in your placements. Okay, it will help you whenever you are going to switch the job. There also they will ask you, suppose you are working in one private company, you are going to switch to some other private company, they will definitely ask your basic question from your corresponding engineering, like electrical, if you have machine, if you have electronics, they will definitely ask some basic questions from the core subject. So that is also very important. And then you will have exam like AE exam, you will have JE exam, right? For the state level and all, you will have RRB JE exam, SSC JE exam is there, right? And other POCs exam is there, right? So for these kind of thing, if you are preparing for gate, it will be kind of a huge subset or global subset. You can prepare whatever you want. Okay, you can give the exam whatever you want, but the main subset is the gate. If you start preparing for this, this all will just like a subset, this all will automatically get covered under it. Okay, so I hope so. For me, like my job is to give classes, online gate classes for electronics and electrical subjects. For all the subjects I will be getting the classes. So okay, so thank you for this. So if you have any doubt and all, you can let me know then. Thank you all then.